3, 2.
Hey, you fucking pricks. Right now, patreon.com/IG Studios. Support Inked Geek Studios, my boys Nate and Brandon. That Was Awesome podcast. InkedGeekStudios.com. And again, patreon.com/IG Studios.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the WWE Great Balls I can't even fucking say it without laughing. It's the Great Balls of Fire. That Was Awesome episode, so where we are here to review the pay-per-view that we just watched for your listening pleasure.
Great Balls of Awesome.
Certainly wasn't your viewing pleasure.
No, what the fuck did we just watch?
I don't know. That voice you hear is Mr. Brandon. Brandon, how are you?
That voice you hear.
You are the... I can't take this pay-per-view.
Stop the show! It was so terrible. Where do we start?
It was. So, disclaimer, we missed like the first 3 matches. Network at work was
Disclaimer on that disclaimer, we didn't really miss anything, I don't think.
No. I'm really upset that Wyatt and Rollins was first on the card.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, if you had just told me I missed the match, I would have been bummed, but knowing that it was first and that I started watching it like 8:20 and it was already over, apparently it wasn't that good of a match. Second, you didn't catch any of it, right?
No.
All right.
I started watching when you did.
Okay, so second match I caught briefly. I was on my way home from work, so I had it up on the iPad mini. And it was Enzo versus Cass for the first time since that split. It was just Cass owning the whole match. That's all it was. It was one-sided. There was no
Has to be expected.
There was no David versus Goliath moment.
I don't think Enzo can wrestle.
No, I think he can, just not. I don't think he has the talent to make it look good against somebody bigger than him.
No.
This is our first show since the split of those two. I feel like the best... I mean, I don't know what the hell people are talking about saying that Cass is better on the mic, according to who?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think that tag team got stale. They split it up, and those two guys will fade away into ambiguity, and that will be that.
I think at the very least what they should do is they should have Enzo go 205 Live. That could be good.
I can see that.
That I think he'd be good there.
I don't see where Cass is going to go, though. He's going to end up being a test and just...
Yeah, so he's gonna sleep with he's gonna sleep with Stephanie and then die.
Yeah,
is that a little cold?
I think so.
A little cold.
He'll sleep with Steph, and Triple H will kill him, and that'll be it.
That'll be it. And you can't teach that.
You're gone soft.
What was the next match?
The first one we watched.
No. There was another one. It was the Iron Man match. Hardy's.
The one we caught the end of.
Yeah, we caught the tail end of that. Whatever. They kept the belts off the Hardys. It's cool that the Hardys are back. I don't foresee them being back much longer.
No.
If they wanted to make it strong, it would have been really cool if we saw like a Hardys title run until WrestleMania.
The only thing they can do now is to have them go away and come back with the broken Matt Hardy thing.
Which might be what they're doing, because I don't know. According to stuff I've read online, he's close to winning that fight.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So he'll have rights to it.
If they do that, then that will breathe new life into that. If not, then they can put over new guys and fade away.
And it would also be cool if we could like debut like Broken Jeff Hardy. Like have them both come in as Broken.
Hello in the chat. Annie Cakes 1.
Hello, Annie Cakes.
Annie Cakes.
So, yeah. So, I mean, whatever. It was an Iron Man match. I think that was the first ever tag team Iron Man match.
First ever?
I think
really?
so. For tag team, yeah.
A historical thing on a shitty night.
Right, I know. Yeah, but it was the Hardy Boys, which is cool. I mean, what I caught, I was getting home from work and kind of doing the setup during it. It was entertaining. The Hardy Boys were always good. I like Cesaro and Sheamus. I like that they're finally giving them some credit. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I like that they're finally giving them some credit. And I like that they have the belts and it's not just like a have them for a one-off. Sheamus and Cesaro are both really good in the ring. And it's nice to see Cesaro being recognized finally. Because he hasn't been for a long time. Next match was Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks.
My favorite match of the night.
It was
but still, it was too long.
Yeah, it was too long. We were both floored. We thought they actually fucked her arm up. So she did that, and she did it well.
Yeah, she feigned having a dislocated elbow and then didn't.
No.
And then the match went on way too long.
Yeah, they blew that way too early in the match. They
shot their wad right at the beginning.
They did.
As you would.
With Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks.
You knew where I was going.
I did. And then the ending was dumb. You know, the 10-second count out, which I think we've seen a lot of the last few months.
I think so.
The count outs.
Yeah. Let me throw you off your momentum for a
Sure,
second and just say that if we actually got paid to do this, you see how well we bounce back and forth?
Right.
I mean, you know, we're trying to get this. This is a short show anyway.
Right.
But just the fact that we can. I wish we got paid.
I know, right?
God.
Well, you can pay us by going to patreon.com/IG Studios.
Where's Annalise? Give him $1.
See, even that felt organic.
Right? No,
like
I
that
know.
was, because it was.
Well, it was organic.
You're right.
It's not like we have writers here.
Right.
Yet.
No, that's true.
Give him $1. See, that was... Oh, by the way, if you're ready.
For what?
When I say geek, you say up. Geek!
I saw...
You waited too long. When I say geek, you say up. Up! Nobody said geek. That was your chance. One more time. When I say geek, you say up. Up!
You're not giving me enough time.
All right. When I say Hillshire, you say farm. Hillshire, farm, go meet. When I say geek, you say up. Geek!
I'm laughing too. Look, there we go.
Boy.
We're entertaining Annie Cakes.
Anyway, we have a new show coming out.
Yeah. Farm. There we go. Look, we got Annie Cakes playing along.
That's the one.
Go
meet.
Well, we can, let's. So yeah, 10-second count out. Sasha gave her a bloody nose afterwards. It wasn't, whatever. I like Bliss. The match, again, the load was blown early. What happened after that? After that was it, did we go right into Strowman?
No, I don't think so.
Strowman Reigns.
Roman and Strowman, baby.
No, I like Strowman Reigns.
Strowman Reigns.
Become famous on Twitch and get paid. Yeah,
is that a Pillsbury thing?
That's the goal. What?
Strowman and Reigns?
I don't think so.
Raspberry flavored?
Raspberry flavored Strowman and Reigns.
Was
Pillsbury
that
toasters.
the next match?
If there was one in between,
God, it was
I don't
so
remember
fucking
it.
shitty. I can't remember.
I know, right? So that match was really dumb and boring, as you'd expect from.
No, it was The Miz and Ambrose. That's
oh
what it was.
yeah. How did we forget that
I don't
one?
know.
It's
I don't
all
know.
that
Those
fucking
two matches
geeked
are all
up
I
shit.
cared about. Well, you know, I got excited.
So Miz and basically me versus you at
Yeah,
that
basically,
point.
personality-wise,
Miz
gimmick-wise.
and Ambrose. I mean, whatever. It was good. It was a solid match. It was It's one of those matches that if you had a really loud, flamboyant match before it and a really loud, flamboyant match after it, it would have been a nice, legit wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just surrounded by so much shit. It's hard to care.
Yeah, and you had the Mr. Raj there.
Yeah, the Mr. I'm so tired. I mean, it's the same complaint with Mahal. Like, just get rid of the two. Let him carry his own weight. Like, I get it. The Miz, he's cheap. He has this cronies. But Maurice does that good enough. And she's much more appealing to look at than Axel and fucking Bray's little brother. Appreciate the follow. Well, yeah, stick around for the end and we'll kind of go over. This is kind of like our fun show. It's just the wrestling review. We'll go over our other shows kind of at the end. If you want to know what else we do.
When I say geeked, you say up. Geeked.
Up.
Geeked.
Up.
Soft.
Hard.
Oh, word association? I'll play word association. Thrust.
Kindly.
Dry.
Humping.
Anal. Where's Johnny?
Retention.
All I think of now is Johnny. Boobs. Holy shit, boobs. Where?
Boobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't think.
Jesus. But anyway, yeah. So then we go into Beyeto Bay. Is that a anal leakage? Jesus Christ. You win the day. Is that like Dustin Bayet? Maybe not, but if that's not you, we have a friend who has a last name that's very similar to your Twitch handle. So then we go into Strowman and Reigns. Strowman Reigns, I like it. New wrestler right there. Again, dull, boring, not that entertaining. Although it had the best ending we've seen. Well, you didn't see it because you were smoking or pissing or something. But it had the best ending that I have seen in a wrestling match in a long time. And you had Strowman hunched up against the ambulance. And Reigns went for the spear. Strowman moved. He just kind of flew into the ambulance. It was really cool to see. And then, Strowman shut the doors, end of the ambulance match. It's basically their version of the casket match. Whoop-de-doo. Then Reigns gets out, spears him off the ambulance, and then hilarity ensues. He gets in the ambulance. He gives a really evil, like Saturday morning cartoon villain face in the side view mirror, and then reverses it.
He proceeds to back up.
Right, just like a Saturday morning cartoon. It was all a Saturday. Now, again, we talked about this in the pre-show watching portion, bonus content, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, if you've been watching the whole time, which Annie Cakes hasn't.
No,
but
Annie Cakes hasn't.
had you been, you would have already seen us talk about all of this stuff as it happened.
Right, as opposed to the podcast version.
But now you get to see my new co-host, Strowman
Reigns. Strowman Reigns.
give you the rundown.
That's what we should do. We should have like monikers.
Right.
Strowman Reigns, brother. That's like Joey Image.
I'm here with Strowman Reigns. I don't have a good name for myself.
The unknown. But yeah, so the best part of that ending match was that Angle was selling it like he was going for a fucking Oscar.
Dude, I didn't know he had the chops, man.
Right?
Now, mind you, this is the same guy that, like, do you remember the
It's true,
yeah.
it's true.
Well, The Rock, drinking milk is good for you. All that shit.
Yeah, the milk truck. Oh, Attitude Era. Oh, how I miss it. We should just go. We should bring this show back to its roots and watch. We should just stay away from the shitty shit. We should just watch 90s era. You know what we should do is we should watch like 90s era Raw.
We should.
That's all on there.
Yeah, we should.
Because that's where it was fucking. I mean, talk about nostalgia. Again, we go back. We talk about how the weekly shows are typically better than the pay-per-views because you have your storyline and your things like that. Especially these days where they always save the big reveals for Monday night
I'd be down for that.
or Tuesday night.
Just have it be That Was Awesome, parentheses, 98 through 2001.
Right. That was awesome back then. But anyway, yeah. So while the whole ambulance thing was going on, we had Heath Slater versus somebody in orange and blue tights.
I got kids. I need this job.
Yeah,
That was Slater, right?
Yeah, and I don't know. Nobody cared. Like we got about 2 minutes into the match, and then they like piped the sirens through the audit.
Yeah, we saw a headlock, and then the Titantron changed.
Yeah. And then they stopped caring about the match. Actually, Lillian Garcia. Oh no, the other girl.
Black Lillian Garcia.
Yeah. Announced 2-1 while we were watching the ambulance thing. They had this whole charade going on. It was dumb. Whatever. Strowman walked away from the ambulance. As I mentioned then, and you agreed, if this was Attitude Era, this would make me excited because you know there would be a really fucking hardcore match following this up. But it's not Attitude Era anymore, so which means that they're going to have one more match because we know that Roman is entering into a feud with Lesnar, so it's not going to be all that good. Whatever, I don't care. We're gonna get Roman Lesnar at SummerSlam. So, or actually, maybe they'll drop it for now, and we'll get Roman and Lesnar, and then he'll win. And then we'll get like Strowman Roman for the Universal Championship.
If they were smart, that's what they would do.
And that wouldn't be bad.
No, that would be
Strowman
great.
as champion would be cool. He'd be about as dull as Roman, but people don't hate him.
Let that next feud go to fruition, and then at the end, Braun comes back.
Right. So the last match of the night was a stomp match for the most part, and then they kind of had some back and forth for the last 5 minutes between Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. Joe jumped him, hurt him. It was very reminiscent of the Goldberg matches from last year. Or earlier this year? No, last year. Last year? Yeah. But Lesnar overcame. He broke out of the sleeper hold, which has the Kokana clutch. Is that what it's something like that?
Yeah, something cocaine, Kokana.
Yeah, and then
Coco leave.
Hit the F5, got the clean 3 count, and then we turned it off and started watching this or started recording this. It wasn't the worst. It was just
I've
not
had better though.
It just wasn't like.
Again,
it wasn't exciting.
To go back to whatever show we talked to DJ on about having a women's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that because the high point for me now seems to be the women's matches.
Because they have. I mean, and this may sound bad, so I don't mean any. There's no intention here, but they come out feeling like they have something to prove.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, when they're in the ring, they prove it. Mm-hmm. Again,
those matches have all seemed more brutal. I mean, the work put in there is just so much more than what I see in the men's matches. And being a guy, a hetero guy,
they're hot.
They're hot. What more can you ask for?
Right.
I like violence in women, so.
You like violent women?
Yes.
There you go. So anyway, quick update. For those that are regular followers of the show and the studio and the Twitch channel. Starting this coming Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Sonics and Sabres is no more.
Or will it be Sonics and Sabres and then fade into our new show?
Well, do we want to like open with Sonics and Sabres music and close with all geeked up music?
Well, I think we should do so not necessarily a Sonics show.
Right.
But we start the Sonics music. And then
like,
you have the record scratch or Mick Foley car crash sound.
I like it.
Or Austin glass break.
I can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it changes.
There we go. You should have said that off air. That would have been a cool surprise.
No one's listening.
Well, Andy Cakes is going to know.
Well, tune in Friday.
and see if I actually do it. But yeah, so we are debuting our new show, All Geeked Up, which is going to basically be what Sonics has been for the past month or so.
When I say geeked, you say up. Geeked.
Up.
Geeked.
Up.
Geeked.
I swear I'll have more energy on Friday.
Geeked.
Up.
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 Down.
Up.
Here we go again.
Here I go again on my... No sing along. All right.
Looking down the only road I've ever known.
Yeah, no singing.
What happened to us tonight?
I'm all sweaty.
We're just overtired.
It's leakage, apparently.
Sorry about that.
Bless you.
Didn't catch it in time. But yeah, so no, it's a general geek variety show covering everything from comics, movies, music, video games, shows.
It'll be what Sonics became.
Yeah, it's just hanging out. We might have random guests on there sometime hanging out with us. We have some friends of the network and just friends that like to come and hang out.
I mean, the point being, I like Doctor Who, he likes Star Wars, but how much can you really talk about that stuff and have it be entertaining without going over the same shit over and over again?
Or like just delving into and there's also other exciting things to talk about.
Right, and that show just degrades into whatever we want to talk about
Look,
anyway, so
I officially love Annie Cakes.
There you go. Get her a mic.
But yeah, and then
Wouldn't it be funny if that was like Anne Marie?
Who?
From down the street when we were kids. Your
Oberg?
neighbor? Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
It's not, but it'd be funny if it was.
Right. Now it'd be even funnier because you said it's not.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah. So then at 9:30 Friday, season 4 of Mind of a Geek will debut with returning guest Jackie Hearn. Should be a lot of fun. So my name is Anne Marie, but not her. Well, there you go. But not her. That's good for your sake. Be thankful for that. Or is it?
Oh no. She's touched both of our balls. Oh.
What?
No?
That was inappropriate.
Oh.
Stop on the wrist.
Oh. Cut the chit chat a-hole. Wow.
I have it here somewhere.
I'll wait. I'm waiting.
Please see we cut the chit chat a-hole.
There you go.
Wow.
Nope, not her.
This is why it's good to have a chat room.
It is. Or a chat person.
Or is it?
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so Jackie Hearn will come and hang out with us, Mind of a Geek. So you can catch all that live here at twitch.tv/Inked Geek Studios. Or you can catch the podcast form wherever quality podcasts are found. A big shout out to Todd Whitehead over Alpha Geek Radio for simulcasting our audio and video live over there, alphageekmedia.com. Thank you very much. Was that your thank you?
No, I didn't do that.
As always, if you like the content we provide for you here at Inked Geek Studios and the That Was Awesome podcast, you can go to patreon.com/IG Studios. As little as $1 a month. Help support this and other great content. Another show coming in August, so stay tuned. If you are a fan of indie video games and other things.
In case files?
In case files.
If you like murderers and video games made by small studios and eating people, like dressed as a clown.
All right, this has gone too far.
Tune in.
All right. You can catch this particular show in 2 weeks when we watch Backlash. Is it Backlash?
Yep.
They just said it.
It's Backlash.
Is it Backlash? All right, Backlash, where we will see Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for like the umpteenth time in the weird bamboo cage match. What do they call it again?
I don't know.
It's a bamboo cage match.
I don't know. I can't remember.
They tried to do that match with Great Khali and Undertaker a while back.
Apparently, that set has been sitting next to the old school blue steel cage from yesteryear.
Oh, really?
In some Connecticut warehouse.
I'm amazed those are starting to all destroyed.
No, they keep them all, apparently.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Cool. All right, is that it?
Big warehouse.
Big warehouse.
That's it.
Big warehouse of love?
When I say geek, you say.
Say what?
I want to eat the dick.
I want to eat the dick.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Thank you, everyone who hung out during the live watching of Great Balls of Fire. Fucking Christ, I hate that name. I hope it's gone next year.
Any cakes, that's half an hour you'll never get back.
Thanks. Thank you, Any Cakes, for the follow, as well as for hanging out in the chat room and communicating. We appreciate it. That's awesome. Buy Top Buy. I don't know. Has left the channel. They didn't care enough to communicate, but Andy Cakes is awesome. I don't know.
But be yet to buy? Buy Top Buy?
Buy Top Buy.
I don't know. Is it
know.
buy Top Buy?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. So, for Brandon, for myself, and for the rest of IG Studios, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Hey, you fucking pricks. Right now, patreon.com/IG Studios. Support Inked Geek Studios, my boys Nate and Brandon. That was awesome podcast. InkedGeekStudios.com. And again, patreon.com/IG Studios.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get to